Hello everyone, welcome to another season here at SRL. We are racing with Tier 3 today on the circuit of the Catalunya, Spain. A really tough circuit. We know we have pre-season. So let's go to the grid. We have Rigby driving in the Ferrari. Razi, a new driver on the grid, was a reserve of Tier 2 last season, but let's see how he can perform in our lowest tier in this SRL championship. Sunset Smiler, also I think the only girl within our SRL racing league, starting in Tier 3 as well. Tomat is back in the game and he is driving the McLaren. We all know we have a lot of no names on track, and so we're going to see. It seems like to be a drive session, so a bit cloudy out, but let's see who is on which tire. Nolan is going for a medium strategy. PSC Duggo going for a medium strategy as well, and so is NJ Devil. I think, from my point of view, I think it's the fastest strategy to be on the mediums and then switch to the hards. The one-stop strategy is probably the way to go. So let's see who are our fastest drivers from last season. TGW is being demoted to Tier 3, since we have 3 tiers. He is going to drive in the Tier 3 this season, so I'm expecting a lot from him. But we're going to stay on board with Nolan, who is the first driver to be on a hot lap. Really having some issues out of turn 1, but he kept it within the track limits. And TTVM and Bottle are joining as well, so that's good to see. TTV probably needs to get out of the session before the quali has ended. And Nolan Mitch is really struggling on those medium tire compound. Look at him. And runs wide, almost clips the wall, but he kept it on track. And Rigby is already leaving the session. Not sure what happened to him. But Nolan is going to be the first one to set a lap as it stands. Which time is he going to set? He is going through the last chicane now. Nolan Mitch, the first driver on the medium tire. What can he do? A 1:19.1 for Nolan Mitch. And Sunset Smiler is not setting a purple sector 2. And one of the Red Bulls is going to cross the line. It's going to be PSD Duggo, but PSD Duggo is just going to start another lap. And Lars sets the fastest lap on those soft tires, driving the Williams this season. 1:17.4. One of the quickest drivers of the grid today. And Sunset Smiler sets a 1:19.6 on those softs. So Nolan didn't have a bad lap, to be honest, on those medium tires. And Emma Trucker sets a 1:19.4 as well. Oh, Razi's round. And Nerdy Average Gamer is setting a 1:19 flat. So a good lap from Lars. Another invalidation for, and Quina is going to set his first lap. And so is Paul Elite. And NJ Devil on those medium tire compound within 8 tenths, which is a really good lap from him. And Quina goes to P2 on the soft tire compound as well. Really hard to get a good lap in on this track. And Bottle, is he improving? Yes, he is improving by 1/10. And that puts him in P9, still in P9. So we're going to have a look. Spaceman sets his first lap, only a Nerdy sets another lap on the soft tire compound and puts himself into P3. So the Williams team is looking to have a great performance as we speak. PSC Doggo is on those medium tire compound, putting a purple sector 2 on those mediums, which is good to see from PSD Doggo. The Red Bull team and the Williams teams are the teams to look out for if they can keep their consistency. We all know that we have a different points system this season, so the top 15 will finish within the points. And let's have a look. PSD Doggo, what can he do? A 1:18.5, and that puts him in P6 on the medium tire. And Tomat on the mediums as well puts himself into P4, which is a good lap from the McLaren driver. It's a reserve this season. And let's follow one of the quickest drivers of this tier, TGW. He sets a purple sector 2. Oh, he outbrakes himself. Those curves on the inside are so slippery, so hopefully no driver will touch him. But Lars is still in P1. And TGW puts himself into P9 with a purple sector 2. He could not manage to get that sector 1 and sector 3 right. Oh, Rigby spinning around. And we have only 3 drivers who haven't set a lap at this moment. And Rossi puts himself in P4. A new driver on the grid. Good to see that. And Quina is probably going out on the medium tire compound. Well, D-Mac has put himself into P10 on those medium tire as well, which is a good lap. Still within the top 10. And we have a question if Quina is on the wheel or on the pad. I really don't know. And TGW improves himself by 1.1 second and he puts himself into P3 in the Mercedes. I think the quickest drivers are on top at this moment. But Nerdy Average Gamer is really close behind him. And we all know that Tomat is still on the mediums. So which time can he put himself to? Will we switch to some fresh soft tires? And Nolan is invalidating his lap. And MN Trucker is going for another lap. So we're going to stay on board with one of the most improvement drivers from last season. MN Trucker, the brother of LT Rocker, who is driving in Tier 1. Let's see if he can improve himself to a good lap time. Picks up the DRS and now he is heading and gets a purple sector 2 and he's 2/10 up on his usual time. So that's not good enough. Oh, he got a moment, but he kept it on track. And no invalidation for him. We all know that's a really tough circuit. And Edmund Trucker is still continuing, so he must be improving. And he is by 4/10. And P12 for him at this moment. And Corner, the other Ferrari driver. Rigby puts himself into P4. And NJ Devil gets the fastest lap with a 1:17.3. 1.5 away from Lars. So NJ Devil puts himself into provisional pole position. So a good lap from NJ Devil, and NJ Devil and Lars are really showing their true pace at this moment. But Quina is going for a lap as well. Quina, we've seen that last season. He is really quick. He is chosen to be on the medium tire on his lap at the moment, but would be good enough. He's currently improving on those medium tire compound. He's 1.5 10 up, but he got some guys in front of him, and they're really looking to be aware of Quina. Oh, Quina! Oh, Quina made a mistake and invalidated his lap. He was 2/10 up. Oh, that was really close. But will Quina go for another lap? Yes, I think he will, because he was improving. Rassi's going for another lap as well. And Rejet goes second fastest, so it's a 1-2 lockout for the Aston Martin team. A good lap from Rejet Jamarkovic. R1D44 was his last name. So the top three within 1.5 10, which is amazing. Rejet, really great lap from him. And Rossi is going to prepare himself for another lap. And Paul Elite is just sitting in P11, invalidated his lap. And the only driver who haven't set a lap at the moment is Connor. But we're going to stay on board with Lars, the Williams driver, currently 2.5 10 up. Will he be the driver to put himself into the 1/16s? He has. Oh, a guy in front of him. Yes, Rejet is just going out of the way. Lars is 5/10 up. That's a lot. He really needs to get into the toughest sector of this circuit. He doesn't need to make any mistake now. And Lars is really going to cross the line in a minute. And which time is he putting himself into? A 1:16, a 1:17.1, and that's 3/10 up on his usual time. And now he puts himself into that professional pole position. So good lap from Lars there, and it's probably his last. And Quina is going for another run on those medium tire compound. Will he be able to improve himself? Let's see at the end of sector 2 if he is improving. Yes, he is improving. 2/10 by Quina. So it's looking very good from Quina. He's looking really quick on those medium tires. He definitely wants to start on them, because it gives you a huge advantage. So you can go for a one stop. And Quina is going to cross the line. Will he be able to get a good lap in? Yes, he can on the medium tire compound of 1:17.5. What a lap by Quina. Really nice lap from Quina on those mediums. And D-Mac improves himself as well to P5. And TGW is starting his second flying lap on the same tire. And NJ Devil's going out. And Nerdy Average Gamer is on a flying lap as well. So we're going to stay on board with the other Williams driver. And the tires you are seeing at the right of the times, those are the tires they have put their fastest lap on. Well, Nerdy Average Gamer, what can he do in Sector 2? He is only 1700 up on his usual time. He needs to have a good last sector. He's really attacking those corners. Oh, too much curb. And I think it's the right choice to stay. And oh, he's going. He's still continuing. I'm not sure if he's improving. He is not improving. So Nerdy stays 8th. And Razi is going on a flyer as well, the teammate of Sunset Smiler. Oh, Razi picks up an invalidation. A bit of oversteer out of that corner, which resulted in a invalidation for him. And Emmett Trucker is, runs wide. Oh, Emmett Trucker is really not having a great qualifying session so far. NJ Devil is really attacking. Let's see NJ Devil, is he improving? NJ Devil is only improving by 32 hundredths. Really attacking those curves. Really willing to get a move done. And want to grab that provisional pole spot. Is it going to be enough for NJ Devil? He's crossing the line now with a 1:17.2, and it's only 1900s away from Lars. What a lap by NJ Devil. Ooh, so close to Lars' time. And the teammate of NJ Devil, what can he do? He will probably go for another lap if there's enough time. I think there is enough time. Yes, there's enough time. No, there's not enough time. A 17.4 for Rejat. And Nerdy is still on his lap, but he is not going to be able to improve himself. And what can Razi do? Razi in the Alpine is going to cross the line with a 1:75, and that puts him in P4. A good last lap from Razi. And Nerdy's not improving. So PSD Duggo, a Spaceman is, there's a Spaceman is improving. Spaceman a 1:19.0, and that puts him in P15. And now switching back to PSD Duggo, who is on the medium tire. He's really getting a stint in qualifying on those tires. Look at that, 5 lap old mediums. So he really wants to start on those medium tires. And I think he's the last driver to cross the line, and he's going to cross the line with a 1:17.7, and that's a spot in P7. A really good lap. From PSD Duggo, and we have finished our qualifying for today. And who is still running? I think we're done with qualifying. Lars is taking pole position in the Williams on 1:17.1, which is a good result from him. Now he needs to extend that pace in the race as well. NJ Devil in P2, Rejet in P3. Razi into P4, Quina in P5 on the mediums, which is a really good lap. Nerdy Average Gamer into P6, PSD Doggo in 7, D-Mac in 8, TGW in 9, Rigby in 10. Tomat, Paul Elite, Connor, MN Trucker, Spaceman, Nolan, Sunset Smiler and Bottle are not finishing in the top 10. So what are your predictions for the race? I'm really curious what everyone will think for the race conditions. Who will end on top and who will be your podium? Let me know in the comments. It's looking like we are having a dry session, so luckily for the drivers, it's really sunny out there. Now it's going to be very important about your strategy. What will the soft runners do? Will the soft runners go for the soft hard strategy, or maybe even the two-stop strategy? The fastest strategy will be the medium hards, but if you have qualified on the soft, I think the soft, medium, soft, or maybe the soft, medium, medium strategy will be the quickest. So we're on our way in our formation lap for the first race of this season. We all know that no points are going to be awarded because we have a pre-season race. And Lancy is asking to give my predictions. I think my predictions will be Quina going for the first spot. He is really looking good on those tires. He did an amazing qualifying lap on the mediums. So Quina will probably end up in first if he doesn't crash out, of course. Second will probably be Lars, and third I will go for NJ Devil. Both really quick drivers, so I'm counting for a good result for Quina today. And what are your predictions? I'm really curious about your predictions as well. And it's also really easy to get your tires overheating with this quick circuit. So really important to don't make any mistakes, because if your tires getting overheating, the corners, you can make the corners. Well, our current pole sitter Lars is lining up, and the right behind them, they're following him. Interesting 1, 2, 3, Lancy. Thank you for sharing that with us. So we're waiting for the last 3 drivers to line up on the grid. Outside the top 10, everyone is starting on the medium tire compound. So what will the strategies be for those guys if they keep it on track? Hopefully everyone keeps themselves safe, and we're almost going for 5 red lights, and we are almost away at the Circuit of Spain, and away we go. We have Lars with a great start, but the Aston Martins are really hunting him down into turn 1, and look at the Alpine already really close behind, and look at Rossi. Oh, a little bit of wheel banging, but he got the, oh, there's a McLaren spinning. Now it's Quina, and there goes his winning chances. Oh, unfortunate for Quina. Rossi was really aggressive into turn 1, but he didn't take anyone out on purpose. PSD Doggo gets overtaken by D-Mac. And of course he is on the right tire at this stage of the race. So he is currently the medium runner who is leading everyone. And let's have a look after this start. Who won the most positions? It's Nolan Mitch who won already 5 positions. And TGW is having a battle with Tomat. And Tomat is really struggling on those mediums in the first stint. And Quina was our predicted winner of today, but he didn't keep it on track and he got spun. And Lars is already running away with it. And Razi is in P3, but Razi gets overtaken by NJ Devil, who is already on the inside now. And they're going in a straight line. And it seems like Razi has the straight line speed. But NJ Devil is really... Oh, Rigby and Tomat are out! Oh, of course we have a virtual safety car. No full safety car at the... Oh, yeah, we have a safety car. A big crash between Tomat and Rigby. I'm not sure what happened there. And Emma Trucker is switching his front wing. And this will definitely help the soft runners to get in early and get rid of those soft tires. And maybe they can even go for a medium strat after this. And even not touch the hards. I'm not sure what happened. Really unfortunate for Rigby and Tomat. And what will the drivers in front do? They will all dive in the pits and get rid of those soft tires. But DMAC is continuing, and so is PSD Doggo. Of course he is. He's on the medium tire. And Rejet is in the pits as well. And that will be a double stack for the Aston Martin team. And there's also a front wing change for NJ Devil. So he picked up some damage. And he's now into P15. TGW as well. Nerdy had some problems. And Lars is now in P10. So let's have a look. The medium runners are not pitting. Of course they are not. And Sunset and Buddle picked up a 5-second time penalty for touching each other under the safety car conditions. The only soft runner who didn't pit is DMAC. He is really trying to extend the first stint. Unfortunate for Rigby and Tomat. I really don't know what happened between them. But it's definitely a... And Tomat is saying that Rigby has turned into him. But we all need to wait for the steward reports in your new channel. PSD Doggo had a good start of the race on those medium tires. He's really looking good so far. He is the medium runner who is currently leading this Grand Prix, with DMAC of course pitting sooner than them. So yes, DMAC is in P1 at the moment, but and Sunset Smiler is going to pit. Probably going to get rid of that 5-second time penalty. Will she be able to do it? Yes, she is. So she can get it removed by the steward reports. And Connor, the teammate of Rigby, is in P4. So Quina's race is not over yet. He just needs to get past the guys in front. A safety car in lap 3. Everyone is keeping their distance as they should. Oh, what happened to PC Doggo? Oh, PC Doggo had a moment, which allowed Nolan to overtake. Come on, PC Doggo, keep your focus. The safety car is going in this lap, so we're going to follow D-Mac, who will be able to set the pace. Where will he go? Really important to have your tires warmed up. Oh, guys, come on, keep your distance between under safety car conditions. D-Mac is not really pushing and is still waiting for the safety car to get in. Where will D-Mac go? I think he's still waiting. And now he's going. D-Mac is going off the line now. And we have a lot of drivers who are really close to each other. And now will Nolan Mintz be able to get the overtake done into turn 1? Late braking move? No. But look, oh, PSG Doggery on the outside. What a move. What a move by PSG Doggery. But Nolan Mintz is still there. And side by side they go. Nolan Mintz keeps himself in front of PSG Doggo. But what a battle between these two drivers. And Quina is already into P4. And really putting the pressure on PSG Doggo on the outside now. And Quina is really looking to make up some places. And so is Lars, who already got past Connor. And Nolan Mintz is really looking to have a go on D-Mac. Side by side they go. And D-Mac will be the late breaker. And D-Mac D-Mac does the switchback. What a move by D-Mac. A great switchback move from Mr. D-Mac on those soft tires. And we have Quina already putting the pressure on PC Doggo. He needs to have a good exit. Quina is on the fresher, not on the fresher tire, but he is really quick. He's shown that in qualifying. And let's have a look. Quina will be able to get a move done. Right behind him we have Lars and Razi really having a good battle. But Lars breaks later and Razi has no opportunity to get the move done. But Razi is still close behind. Oh, we have someone spinning around. It's Evan Tracker. Oh, a really unfortunate race for him. And Rejat is again in the pits. And D-Mac still in P1. We all know that D-Mac has good race consistency. He showed that in the race at Brazil last season, where he won. I think he won there. And Quina is really closing in to PC Doggo, but PC Doggo is quick as well. And so is Nolan. So a lot of drivers who are really close to each other on pace, which is really going to be very great to have. And the DRS is now being enabled by the stewards, so we have some overtaking opportunities on the straight. Spain is a really tough track to overtake. And Lars is on fresher tires. Oh, Nerdy Average Gamer lost it. No, Nerdy. And he's now getting under pressure from TGW. His tires are really really bad at the moment. But he keeps himself in front. And we have a battle for the lead between Nolan and D-Mac. But D-Mac picks up the DRS, I think. And look at PSD Doggo right behind on the inside of D-Mac. Late braking move by PSD Doggo. And he gets moved on, but they're still going side by side. But PSD Doggo gets moved on. And now we have a great battle. Now Quina needs to get past real quick. And Quina is really having an advantage on the tires. Look at D-Mac struggling. Look at Quina. He is closing in. Quina is closing in. Quina will have a look. But which side is he choosing? Is he going for the inside? No, he's waiting. He is smartly waiting for the right moment. The dirty air on this track is just... Oh, and Quina is taking a look on the inside now of D-Mac. D-Mac really struggling on those soft tires. And Quina gets the move done. A good move by Quina, and he's back in the podium positions. So we can still, our predictions can still be right for Quina winning the race. He's really working his way up. It seems like Quina is really loving this circuit so far. Look at Quina, who has a great exit. PSD Doggo is going to have a look on the outside now of Nolan Mitch. And look at Quina. Oh, and Quina's on the inside and gets the move done. What a move by Quina. And he moves himself into P2. Oh, Quina is having a moment and PSD Doggo reclaims his P2. Oh, whoa, what a battles, guys. You're putting such an amazing show here. And D-Mac is diving in the pits. You could see that at the back of Quina. And Razi is joining the party. And Nolan has some breathing space in front now. He kept PSD Doggo out of the DRS, but his red lights are flashing. So he's really low on the DRS deployment. And we have a four-way battle for the lead, guys. Really great to see all these close battles. But let's have a look. Pole Elite, one of our new drivers as well, battling Sunset Smiler. And PSD Doggo, and he's not getting close enough. So we're going to switch back between the top three drivers who are nearly within 2/10 of each other. And look at PSD Doggo picking up the DRS. Nolan Mitch covering the inside. That will allow Quina to have a switch back on PSD Doggo, but he's not close enough. It's really hard to get away from this battle, so really sorry for all the drivers on track, but this battle is too interesting to watch any other battles at the moment. And look at Nolan, who getting overtaken by PSD Doggo and Quina. Oh, Nolan is really using his DRS and he loses 3 positions. No, almost 3 positions. Razi is really hunting him down now. And PSD Doggo is in P1 at the moment. And look at Razi. Razi is going to have a look on the inside now of Nolan. Oh, Nolan really close racing, but fair racing, and that's what matters. Razi gets the move on Nolan. Oh, Nolan outbrakes himself almost. But Razi gets the move on, and Nolan is sitting in P4 at the moment. Nolan really struggling at the moment on those medium tires. Razi has the quickest tire at this stage of the race, and Sunset Smiler gets the move. Oh, it's Bono who's in the wall, and we have a yellow and double yellow in sector 2. Oh no, Bono's round. Ah, come on. No way. Did Bono? Oh, no way. I'm feeling so sorry for TGW there. And Rejet is... And there's someone spinning around. It's NJ Devil in the pits. Which tire is he choosing? Is he going for the hards? Yes, he is. And he's going for a front wing change as well. And Bodo is having a hard time. And even Lars is not really up the pace. So our current pole sitter is really unlucky in the race so far. He's probably hoping for a safety car. And Quina is in the lead. In front of PSD Doggo. So Quina has reclaimed his mistake. And Spaceman is at the back of Paul. And yes, Lancy, this race is great so far. It's not great, it is amazing. And Rejet gets a 3-second time penalty. Well, Razi. Oh, Razi gets spun around by PC Duggo. Oh, Razi. Unfortunate for him. And Nolan overtakes. Did Razi pick up any damage from that collision? I don't think he has. Or did he have any damage? It doesn't seem he does have any damage, so good for him at least. So we're going to switch back between Spaceman and Paul Elite. And Trucker is in the wall. No, he's retiring in the pits. And Spaceman is looking to have a go, but he is waiting. And let's switch back to Razi and Nolan. Razi is looking to have a go on the outside, but Nolan defends the inside. Really good. Oh, keep away from that curb. That's really slippery. Oh, Razi gets a 3-second time penalty. And let's have a look at the current penalty situations. Razi already picking up 11 seconds of penalties, which is not going to help him at the end of this race. He gets moved on Nolan, that's for sure, but... And Connor having 10 seconds of penalties. Oh, it's Nolan who's around. Those curbs are really slippery and we can all see that. Drivers spinning at the same spot as everyone else. And D-Mac is in to P8 already. And he's now at the back of Paul Elite. And really looking to have a go. He is on the charge. He has made the overtake on his teammate. And now really looking to have a go on Paul Elite, the German driver. And PSD Doggo has 5 seconds of penalties as well, which is not gonna help him. And even Nolan is really struggling now on those medium tires. And Rossi gets the moved on PSD Doggo. But we're going to stay on board with D-Mac, with Paul Elite running wide. And now D-Mac has an opportunity. And Paul Elite is really struggling and driving in the pits. And this will allow D-Mac to get the overtake. And PSD Doggo's in the pits as well. And we have a yellow in sector 3. It's a Mercedes. It's DGW again. No. He really needs to get a pit stop now. These tires are wasted. And Quina really confident in the lead. 5.7 seconds away from Razi, who has 11 seconds of penalties. Connor having 10 seconds of penalties. And Sunset Smiler, what a debut in our official league races so far from her. I must not say him, because she's a girl, I think. And Spaceman is really closing in to Johnny. Is Johnny struggling on those tires? Or is he just getting past? Nerdy just passed Spaceman. When will the first driver dive in the pits? That's going to be a question for all of us. And Sunset Smiler is diving in the pits, switching to the hard tire compound. We have pretty big gaps at the moment. I think Lars will be very close to Sunset Smiler, but Sunset Smiler will keep in front even when Lars needs to make another pit stop. And Sunset Smiler doesn't need to make another pit stop. Oh, we have another Mercedes driver in again. TGW is not having his race so far, which should be one of the quickest drivers at this tier. He's really struggling around Spain. And Lars is at the back of Sunset Smiler. And he's closing up on her. And Lars will have a late dive move. Yes, Lars will. But that's really opportunistic. And that's a good switchback move from Sunset Smiler. Really good racecraft from Sunset. Oh, Sunset runs. Wow! A little bit of a touch. Lars, we all know you love girls. You don't need to catch her ass by that. Come on. Let's go. Lars on the inside now. And he is getting the move done even before turn 1. Oh, Lars really. Oh, side by side with Sunset Smiler. Sunset Smiler has the grip on those new tires. And Lars really struggling on this tire. Oh, we have a VSC. A VSC has been deployed. And will this turn into a full safety car? Who's in the wall? Who lost it? I think it's Bottle. Bottle has just lost it. And really not a good place to lose your car there. And still a VSC. You need to keep yourself within the positives of the Delta. If you don't keep yourself in the positives of the Delta, you will get a drive-through penalty. And there are people in the pits now. A good choice for a pit stop. And Connor is switching to the hard tires. And the VSC is still on track, so a really good choice to make your pit stop. And Lars is still continuing. I'm not sure if that's the right choice. But Quina has made his pit stop as well. And so did Razi. And the DRS has been enabled. Did we get any drive-thrus? I don't think we have. So look at the penalty situations here at Spain. This is good to see from all the drivers. Connor has got himself a 5-second time penalty reduction. We're having a look at the current tire situations. We have Quina on the fresh hard, so he's just going to drive this tire till the end. And with Razi on those fresh mediums, Razi will definitely be closing in the first couple of laps. And PSC Doggo has got rid of his penalty as well, so he's back in the podium positions. And we all know that Lars needs to make another pit stop. And Nolan is now right at the back of Sunset Smiler. Nolan is really looking to have a go. And he is really overtaking her on the main straight. And even before turn 1, he gets moved on. So Nolan is now going to close the gap on Lars. And we have a sector 3 who has lost it. One of the... It's going to be Rejet who's in the wall. And we're racing again. NJ Devil gets moved on Sunset Smiler as well. And now Sunset Smiler is just losing places after places. With D-Mac right behind. And D-Mac is really putting the pressure on Sunset Smiler. And so is NJ Devil at Nolan. In this part of the track it's really hard to get an overtake done. But you can line yourself up for the main straight, which is really important. These curbs are just dangerous, don't touch them. Oh, we have Rejet in the wall. Rejet has lost it. Will we get a full safety car? Yes, we have. The safety car has been deployed, so everyone has an opportunity to make a free pit stop. In lap 19, we have the second safety car of the race. And I don't think Quina will be very happy about this. But at the end, he has pitted just for fresh hearts. Will you? What will you do? Will you go for a fresh set of mediums, or will you go for a? Or will you keep yourself outside to maintain your position? Because I don't think Rossi will be pitting. And I think Quina is going for fresh mediums. Yes, he is. Oh, PSD Doggo has just got himself a drive-through for ignoring the Delta. Well, PSD Doggo, if you're listening and watching, you can't serve it under safety car conditions, so don't go in the pits. And there are some drivers who are continuing on their stint. Razi is continuing. Quina is in P2 now. PSD Doggo is in P3, but we all know that he needs to serve a drive-through. Nolan Mitch into P4. Oh, and we even have some soft runners. That's a big gamble, because your softs are degrading really quick on this circuit. Connor and Lars are choosing the soft tires, so they are on the attacking strategy. But if it's the right choice to stretch it till the end, I'm not sure. That's gonna be very, very tough for Lars and Connor. And I don't think we have any guys stuck behind the safety car, because what's happening with the timetables? It's saying 13 seconds behind Quina. How is that even possible? Yeah. Oh, D-Mac gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Sunset Smiler. And D-Mac is... What's happening to D-Mac? Yeah, not sure. And Paul Elite is going for another pit stop, and Paul Elite is switching to soft tires as well. And I think, yeah, I'm not sure. How can you? It's a gamble, but let's see if it works out. It's going to be very interesting. And TGW is the only driver who is on the hards in the outside the top 9 until top 9, I mean. In front of them we have D-Mac on the hards, Nerdy on the mediums. Oh wow, we're going to have some great overtaking battles on track after the safety car is going in. And we're waiting for TGW. And the safety car is going in this lap. The lights are out. So Razi is going to be able to set the pace in front. In front of Quina, who is really on the charge. And PSD Duggo, who is right behind. PSD Duggo needs to a drive to PSD Duggo. Come on, man. Keep your distance. How many times do we have to tell? Oh, he had a moment. And we're going. And we have a Nolan really awake in front of PSD Duggo. Will they go side by side into turn 1? PSD Duggo needs to serve his drive. Oh, no! I saw that happening. Nerdy Average Gamer is just unlucky with that. At the middle of the track you spin. Yes, of course you're unlucky. And Lars is already into P6. I'm feeling really sad for Nerdy Average Gamer, who just lost it because someone's spinning in front of him. And Lars is really on the charts. Look at Lars having a great advantage on the tires. Really having a hunt on Sunset Smiler. He's using the inside line. No, he's waiting, because he knows that he can get a switchback on his Urs. Let's go. Lars. Quina is really putting up the pressure on Razi. So let's stay on board with the battle for P1. We have Quina and Razi, both really quick drivers. We've seen that so far. But will Quina be able to close up on Razi? He doesn't need to make the move, because Razi has a penalty. And Lars is really going to have a look on Sunset Smiler. And of course Lars has to move on, because he is on the quicker tire. But how long will these tires be quick enough? And look at Connor. Connor's also flying around. No penalties for Connor, no penalties for Lars. So let's see where they can end up. And TGW is also putting the pressure on Sunset Smiler. Is Quina just waiting for the DRS to be deployed? Let's see. Oh, the Mercedes drivers are having a small tangle with Nolan Mitch and TGW. Just didn't calculate that well. But look at Lars. And look at Quina. Quina sets the fastest lap at 20 flats. Not really close enough, but NJ Devil is closing in. And Lars is really closing into NJ Devil. Lars gets moved on the outside now. NJ Devil is doing a switchback, but he knows that Lars is on the quicker tire at this moment. Really low on the DRS, so he needs to save up. in the first couple of corners to close the gap to Quina and Razi. And we have a battle between Spaceman and TGW. TGW is getting the move done on Spaceman. Spaceman has the advantage on the tires. So we're definitely going to have a look on this battle. Spaceman's not close enough. So we're going to switch back to the leaders of this race. Razi is pitting. Razi is pitting. Why on earth would you pit now? Oh, it's sector 3. He's losing place after place now. Oh, Razi, that's not the right moment to make a pit stop. You should know that. And Quina is back in the lead. And Lars on those 4-lap old soft tires. I don't think those soft tires will last till the end. The hards are really quick around this circuit. Not, of course, you have a bit of an advantage. Oh, did Razi get a drive-through as well? Oh, I did miss that. And PSD Doggo is close to Spaceman. Quina sets the fastest lap, a 19.3 on those mediums, so he's really cruising around. We're really going to see a great battle between everyone in this tier, because we have a few favorites. Quina, Lars, NJ Devil, Razi I think, PSD Doggo can be quick as well, D-Mac. Yeah, really some really quick drivers. I think a top 5 who can really fight for the championship this season, as it seems. Of course, we have different tracks on the calendar, so even with Monaco on the calendar. We can have so. Oh, the Mercedes drivers are having a small collision. A little kiss at the butt of his teammate, which didn't help at the end. Oh, Connor is disconnected. That will allow Sunset Smiler to retake P4. And Razi is getting back to Nolan Mitch, really low on ERS, but he's still right behind Nolan, who picked up the DRS on him. So let's see if Razi can have a good exit. Really hard to follow because of the dirty air, but Razi is really looking good and has some great pace so far. Oh, Nolan is really going wide there, but gets the switchback. Look at Nolan, the American driver, just struggling on those hards, isn't he? 12-lap old hards, can't compete with Nolan Mitch, can't compete with Razi on those mediums. Oh, Razi had a moment. So let's stay on board. NJ Devil. Oh, NJ Devil! Just when I switch on him, he just loses it on the curb. He was closing in to Lars. And NJ Devil needs to look out for Sunset Smiler. Let's have a look at the penalty situations. Since Smiler having 5 seconds, Lars having 3 seconds, Razi having 9 seconds of penalties. Oh, PSD Doggo is going to have a battle with Connor. Really low on the RS is PSD Doggo, and Connor has 50% left. With only 6 laps remaining, 5.5. Quina is cruising around. Really cruising around. Almost putting Spaceman on a lap. So almost blue flags for him. And we have a 3-way battle between Connor, PSD Doggo and Nolan. So we're going to stay on board with this battle. These P4 to P8 are so close based on pace. Nearly within 2 seconds of each other. That's really good to see. And J Devil gets another penalty. And that's not going to help him. But I can see the gap between him and Sunset Smiler. And Connor is really picking up the DRS, and DRS really have a lot of DRS more than Nolan. And we have a yellow in sector 2. It's an Haas. I think it's Spaceman. Oh yeah, Spaceman is in the wall. Oh, Spaceman. And I don't think that will cause a safety car, because Spaceman is still driving on track. And Nolan had a moment, so he forfeited this battle. And PSD Doggo is really closing in to Connor. When will the tires of Connor degrade that much for PSD Doggo to get the overtake done? It's gonna be a decisive moment for PSD Doggo. He saved up some ERS, 20% left. Connor having 40% left. And look at PSD Doggo. He's really putting all of his ERS now to get closer to Connor. But he's not close enough. And Connor runs wide a little bit. And Spaceman has just retired in the pit. So we have 12 drivers remaining on in this race so far. No points can be rewarded at this race, but we all know that this was very important to get the tiers ready for next week. Quina definitely the quickest today, but will he be quickest overall on the season? I think it will be Quina's first win, maybe his first win. Or did he win at Jeddah? Yeah, he did win at Jeddah, because Lancey let him win. He let Valtteri Bottas win. And still PSD Doggo really putting the pressure on Connor. And the penalty situations as being asked by TGL Stewart. Lars having 3 seconds and JDL having 6. Razi having 9 seconds, Sunset Smiler having 5, D-Mac having 3, so not a lot of penalties. And the tires of Connor are still not that bad actually. But Lars' tires are degrading now because he lost 5/10 last lap to Lancey. But look at PC Doggo. Yes, PC Doggo is really putting the pressure now on Connor. Look at PC Doggo. Will he go for a late move? No, he is not. He is still waiting for the right moment. Good racecraft from him. And Connor is getting closer to Sunset Smiler. But I must admit, Sunset Smiler is having a great debut so far. Finishing in the points. A bad exit from Connor, and that will allow PC Doggo to be right behind him. And yes, this will be the move. This will be the move. Now Connor is a sitting duck. And even before the corner, oh, Connor is going to... He shows himself at the inside, hoping for PC Doggo to make a mistake. But he didn't. And now PC Doggo is closing into Sunset Smiler. He doesn't need to overtake her on track. Oh, we have someone in Sector 3 who spun around. Is it Nolan? Is it TGW? Yes, it's TGW. So we're going to switch back to a battle between Sunset Smiler and... Oh, Sunset had a moment out of that corner. And that will allow PC Doggo to go for a late move on the inside. And will Sunset Smiler... Oh, PC Doggo lost it! No! That's so unfortunate for him. And let's have a look with the gaps between Connor and Razi. Razi having 9 seconds of penalties, and the last lap is on our way now. Connor is within 9 seconds of Razi, so Connor will maybe even... No, he's not. I don't think he will grab a podium, but I think he will be very close. So we're going to stay on board with our possible race winner, Quinna, sorry. Yeah. Connor can be really close to a podium, yes, but I don't think he will be close enough. Because NJ Devil is 6 seconds. Sunset Smiler, oh, Sunset Smiler gets 8 seconds. So he will get 2 overtakes. So he will finish in P4 as it stands. But let's have a look at our race winner, Quinna, who is going to cross the line in first. A back-to-back win for Quinna. Winning in Jeddah at last season and now winning in Spain. For the first race of the season, Lars is finishing on P2. 13 seconds away from Quinna. Quinna has just seen that he had amazing pace. NJ Devil in P3. And my predictions being very well. I predicted Quinna in P1. Lars in P2 and NJ Devil in P3. Razi. Oh, Connor picked up a 3-second time penalty. So Razi stays in P4. Connor in P5. PC Doggo in P6. Sunset Smiler finishes in P7. Nolan Mitch in P8. D-Mac in P9. Nerdy Average Gamer finishes in P10. The last podium spot for him. Last point finish for Nerdy. And TGW is really close. So what a great race we have seen. Sunset Smiler is the driver, the Mrs. Driver of the day. So congrats to her for getting that driver of the day. But let's see this McLaren driver Quinna, who definitely earned the win with having such an amazing qualifying lap. He just recovered himself from that spin, and that's amazing. So everyone, I want to thank you all for watching, and make sure to tune in for the Tier 2 race, which is starting in 10 minutes of... Thank you for all watching, and I'll see you next week.